Howdy, y'all. It's your boy, Shafiq908. So, start off the channel. We have a lovely guest over here. We have the OG Double T, Mr. Nick Thompson.
Hello, how are you? Follow me on social media. Real Nick Thompson. Follow my, I don't even know, what is my, what's my Twitter? And Thompson Tribe is my personal one. Sorry, I'm just promoting myself now so we don't have to do it later. Nick Thomp's Tribe is my professional one. So that's for, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Is it? I remember when Nick Thompson had a personality. Yeah, me neither. Go follow my boy Nick Thompson.
Yeah, go sub to my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel as well. 1.2K subs. Searching Nick Thompson. Unfortunately, you have to put in the WWE behind it to find me, but put it in there.
Facts. Well, the reason why we're here and the reason why I brought the LG Double T is because we're gonna shoot a little interview. We're gonna learn a little bit more about Mr. Nick Thompson, his journey into the wrestling business, what he's planning on doing, and maybe we're gonna learn a little bit more about him. All right. So, we start off with question number 1. What expectations do you have going into your first wrestling event? Since I know that you're training for it.
So my first wrestling event, that is April 18th, is IWF Wrestling. And, I don't know, like, at first when I started, I was kind of, like, I was hesitant. I was kind of in between being a wrestler and a manager. And I was kind of, like, in between. You know that because you're a really good friend of mine. So you know what I've been through. But, yeah, I was kind of tossed between here and there. But then, like, as wrestling practice has gotten there, even though there's, like, some things that aren't there, but I can easily work on it, I'm actually expecting myself. I don't think I'm going to be obviously I'm not going to be the best. I think I'm going to do more than what I thought I could ever do. I think I'm going to actually perform better than what I think I'm doing now because I have a tendency to have no confidence. So I think I might, I think I'm going to do better than what I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but eventually as you keep training and start getting used to the environment, you're going to gain that confidence. You're going to be able to perform better in the ring. That's what I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, it's only the beginning. You got to remember where you start. And right now I'm starting somewhere, and I'm really thankful for everybody who actually, like, even people who are watching this now who support me, who follow me, and I'm just thankful for that. And we all got to start somewhere. So just starting and getting back into the pro wrestling business, I think it's really cool. And I know you want to be a part of it too. So
yeah, those are good goals down to start.
Yeah.
And yeah, also myself, I also want to get into wrestling business. I wouldn't mind being something like a Justin Roberts, Jim Ross kind of guy where I'm either commentating on wrestling or just being interviewed on wrestling in the backstage. That's the dream ever since I was a kid. So hopefully both of us are going to see each other in the future.
Yeah, hopefully we're both in bigger places.
All right. Now, moving aside from that, we're going to put that on a sidebar. We're going to come back. As my second question, I'd say, how do you feel you describe yourself in about, say, 5 words? How would you describe yourself?
Like Nick or the like when it comes to wrestling?
I want to describe you as Nick the person.
Nick the person.
Nick
okay.
The character.
All right. So Nick the person, I would say, just from what I've been told, I can't really. People say I'm nice. People say I'm caring. People say I have like a warm heart. I'm always there for others. I don't really even know. Like, I mean, like, not confident. I know it's 2 words, but like I don't have a lot of confidence. But I'm slowly working on that, and yeah. So I mean that's like 4 words, but I can't really think of another one. That's actually a good question. I don't know. I mean, I guess funny. People kind of find me funny, here and there. Funny looking. Funny, all that kind of stuff.
I can kind of see it because we've been friends for the past year, so I see you have like a good personality.
Yeah.
But
thank you.
I don't know but I know this because I've known him for a year. You're funny without trying to be funny. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like we'll be hanging out and he'll just do something funny and he doesn't even know it's funny.
Yeah, I have a tendency to do that. Like the incident where my car died.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't posted it yet, but I'm gonna post it soon.
So my car died on campus where we go to school, and yeah, I kept cursing and all that stuff. Obviously, I'm not gonna repeat anything because this is like
it's PG channel.
But I was cursing here and there. So obviously, Shafiq said he's gonna put it on his Instagram or something. Blackmail me once I
become famous.
Hopefully get somewhere. But yeah, you guys should be seeing that sometime. But yeah, so that was journey in itself with that. But yeah.
All right, and now we're gonna go back from Nick Thompson the person. Now we're going to Nick Thompson the character.
All right.
And for your character, here's what I want to ask you: who inspired you to get into the wrestling business? But more importantly, who inspired you to become the character you're attempting to be? Was someone like well known in the business, like a Cena, Edge, or Orton, or someone not as well known?
All right. I mean, as far as we go with like who inspired me, you kind of hit the head. Cena, big guy. I started watching wrestling in late 2009, so Cena was like the big guy. So like I always watched John Cena. I was always a big fan of him. He got me into wrestling, and but recently it's been like, I guess maybe it's because it's Royal Rumble return. Just seeing how Edge is and knowing that you can go through anything, go through an injury, go through any setback and come back. That also motivated me even more because I've been through like some setbacks and stuff and just like not thinking it was the right place, right time for wrestling. But I'm back, and yeah, so I mean, like Edge as well, big. A lot of people may have controversy with this, but Enzo Amore, big fan of his. Just his character, what he did for wrestling. I know you know this. He grew up in the same town as my dad. Went to the same high school. They don't know each other, but he went to the same high school, and yeah, and he didn't have any wrestling background. I don't have like an amateur wrestling background. I'm learning everything from the start. And seeing how he is, that kind of motivated me right there. And as we go with my character, I don't want to get too much into detail because I'm still undecided because we haven't really been talking about it in practice either. But I want to be like, I feel like nowadays you can kind of get away with being a comedy gimmick. And I feel like that might be my route because that would be a way to stick out from everybody else. Even if like, let's say wrestler doesn't work out, become a manager. I don't even think anybody can really name, in like their hand, like a handful of funny wrestling managers. So like even if wrestler doesn't work out to be a comedy gimmick, manager's right there. And I really look at, as far as like who I look at for the character, it all goes back to Enzo. I mean, he's one of the main reasons why I inspired to have a character like that. I want to roast people. I love roasting people, and sometimes, I mean, I've been looking up roasts. I've been coming up with roasts on my own, and it's kind of cool to just like write them down and stuff, and like write them in like sketchy like promos and stuff like that I might actually use in the future. But yeah, as far as my character goes, I would have to say Enzo Amore definitely inspired it. So yeah.
Really? Well, I found interesting that you mentioned Edge, and that's also pretty good because him and Daniel Bryan, they were kind of in the same situation where both of them were injured. They said they couldn't come back, and then a few years later they came back and everybody became successful. Edge hasn't done anything yet. I mean, he just returned, so we don't know. But Daniel Bryan, as we both know, he became WWE champion again. He had a good heel run, had a good face run.
Yeah.
So I like those. Those are good. Those are good miles to go after. And also Enzo Amore, since he's New Jersey native like you and me, that's also a good person to have as a role model. And
even like with Edge, I guess you could say with like my like I want to be a heel as well.
I mean, because you can't be a face just roasting people and saying,
exactly.
Like, boy, you have the personality of a dingus. Like, you can't just say that as a face.
You can't say that. So I think watching a lot of Edge's heel work and stuff like that, and like over the years, even being a fan of his, and watching some old clips, even like Orton, watching some of his, and even just like studying Enzo and like his body language and stuff like that, I think like a lot of that had to do with the reason why I want to be like a heel and I want to be a comedy gimmick. I think like a lot of that, like all that mixed together.
But here's something I also want to know: do you want to be a heel like Orton and Edge, where you're an asshole and people don't like you, or you want to be like Steve Austin, where you're an asshole and you're roasting people, but people just love you? Like, what do you want to be?
I feel like it depends on the way that the audience takes it. Because like me, out of those two, I would want to be Steve Austin.
Obviously.
I would want to be Steve. You roast people, and people still get behind you because they know it's true, or they can relate to somebody like that. Where like Edge and Orton, but like the thing is that Edge with like the in-ring celebration thing that he did and everything. I mean, like that was like he was like a cocky SOB, you know, like as a.
He was a cocky son boy.
Yeah, he was a cocky heel, and that. I think that gets you far. You know, I mean, like, you have to have... He had a lot of confidence in his character, and, you know, it showed. So, it depends, you know, on the way the audience is, is looking at it. So
And the thing is, he had that confidence, but the thing is, like, he backed it up.
exactly.
He just wasn't this. He wasn't like someone like, for example, what's a good example? Someone like Sheamus or like Zack Ryder, Daniel Bryan. Remember when Daniel Bryan said, "I'm cashing in. I'm gonna win the title," and then he lost the title like in 18 seconds at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was not good for Daniel Bryan.
All right, so now we know. Okay, well, thank you for your answer. But now we know about your character. Now here's my next question. What company would you like to visualize yourself wrestling for, either in the next 5 years or when you become famous? And maybe, do you want to see yourself in the big E, or do you want to see yourself in something like AEW, TNA, NWA?
I mean, I personally think everybody really visions themselves as going into the E, like the big WWE. I don't think a lot of people would get into this business if that wasn't their big goal.
Yeah, but there have been previous cases where you don't necessarily have to be in the E to be like considered a household name. Like look at someone like AJ Styles.
I agree.
He was in TNA. He was in NJPW. He was everywhere before he came here. Look at Sting. Sting was in WCW, NWA. He was in TNA.
Yeah.
Then he came here.
Me personally, I would. You know, I'm starting off with IWF, obviously. That's what I'm doing. After this, I will probably continue training, and I will probably try and get myself out there more in the Jersey scene, East Coast scene. Definitely there's like CZW over here. I don't know if I want to get involved with that. I'm not too sure yet. But I always thought it would be a good way to start by starting in Impact Wrestling. Only reason why I say that is because you can pretty much build a brand. I mean, like Impact's built, but the thing is like the people that they have Moose, they have Tessa Blanchard, who's a very controversial figure right now, but they have like those guys. They have Eddie Edwards, and they have Sami Callihan. But that roster is probably, in my opinion, one of the most underrated rosters that they have right now, and just being a part of that, getting to learn from those guys, and even just like being in Impact, I feel like you can make a name for yourself there, and then you already have your name set out. It's not like the WWE made you. I feel like you go your own way. Impact, I don't know, it's just something about that. Impact or NWA, and then maybe make my, I obviously want to get into the WWE, but it's not going to happen overnight. You have to do everything. So, but definitely to start, I wouldn't mind going Impact Wrestling or like NWA or something like that. So.
It's an interesting choice that you say you want to start to Impact the WWE, because Impact's their reputation is that they'll take former WWE guys in tournaments like world champions. Like look, for example, Evan Bourne, AK now he's known as Matt Sydal. Wasn't he a former world champion in Impact?
He was a former X Division.
Yeah, X Division champion.
But like you look at guys like McIntyre, you look at guys like
McIntyre.
Sandow won a title there. He didn't win the world title, but he won a title. Your boy Del Rio, he won a title there.
Also Jeff, when he left WWE, then he came to TNA. Matt too, you can't forget about him.
So like but then there's guys who built themselves there. Like you look at Austin Aries, you look at Bobby Roode, Styles, Joe.
Yeah, they build their reps there. And then they come to WWE and make an impact.
I think that's the beautiful thing about this business, just my opinion, because like let's say you start off Impact, right? You get noticed by WWE. God forbid you get let go from WWE. Impact's gonna call you right back. And you can almost get. I mean, look at all the guys. Like Aries came back. I mean, Jeff came back. You know what I mean? Like he didn't leave WWE and then come back to Impact, but like when he took a little break, went to ROH. You know, he was still there a little bit.
Well, I forgot about Ring of Honor. That was another aspect.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of things that Ring of Honor could be going downhill. So I don't know if I'd want to be a part of that if it's going to go downhill, because I don't really know if I'd get anything out of it.
Yeah, but the thing is to look at also a Ring of Honor. They're known for they have well-known matches. Like, for example, Punk versus Samoa Joe. I'm pretty sure Daniel Bryan had a bunch of good matches in ROH.
I mean, like, I wouldn't mind working for ROH. There's nothing to get. Like, if they were to call me right now, I'd definitely go for it. But the thing is I would be a little nervous that, like, I wouldn't be able to stick around there much long. You know, I feel like I don't fit it right now. I don't fit the image right now. That's just my opinion, but, you know.
Sure.
So.
That was another great answer. Appreciate it. And we're going to move on to our next question. Do you see yourself winning some kind of a title in your run in the wrestling business, whether it be like WWE, the 24/7 Championship, decide to go the manager route or a mainstream title?
I think everybody, when they get into the wrestling business, especially as a wrestler, I think they see themselves winning a title. Personally, I don't look at the championships as like, sure, like if you win a championship, that means that the company has faith in you and everything, and like that's like everybody's goal is to win a championship. Like everybody's like, we want to like now we're wrestling, we want to win a title. That's everybody's goal, and I don't know who would say not, but for me, I think right now my goal is to just get into a wrestling company, but. You know, I think as time progresses, I don't think I'm going to win one right away. I think as time progresses and I start getting better and better and better than what I previously was, I think, yeah, down the line I could end up winning a title here or there. I don't think it's going to be in the next, like, year or two or something like that. I could see myself winning a title. I just don't know when it will happen.
I mean, who knows? You could pull a Sheamus win the WWE title in your first 4 months in the company.
I mean...
It could happen. There is a possibility of you winning the world title.
And I'm telling you, like, Drake Maverick, if I go the manager route, that guy gave me hope, man. Like he gave me hope, because, like, I never thought that a manager could win a title, and then you have some guy like Drake Maverick just come in and be a 6-time WWE 24/7 champion. And I already have beef with R-Truth, so that I can make a perfect storyline. This man blocked me on Twitter, so R-Truth, if you're watching this, bro, and you don't want to unblock me, just know I'm coming for your 24/7 title the next time we see each other, okay? I'm just going to say that. But this guy blocked me on Twitter, so I already have, it's perfect storyline. So, you know, it can happen, but...
You better be ready, Mr. Truth. Mr. OG Nick Thompson, he's coming after you, man.
OG. A lot of people probably wonder where that comes from. OG, I call myself leader of the Thompson tribe, so that's where the double T comes from. And I just call myself the original because... Not everybody else, not any other Thompson that I really know has Thompson Tribe. Unless it's like I search on Instagram and I tried switching my name to Thompson Tribe and it was not available. It was like a family of Thompsons. So I just call myself the OG Double T because a lot of people know me as Thompson Tribe. And sometimes people call me Thompson Tribe, Nick, whatever. So, yeah.
BDN.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that one.
Yeah, it's a PG channel, but that's a nickname of his.
Nickname of mine.
All right. We're going to move on to another question that you mentioned, the name of Drake Maverick.
Yeah.
Would you want to see yourself be a part of a faction? Like, do you want to be the manager of a faction, or do you want to be part of a faction if you go to wrestling route?
I mean...
Or do you want to see yourself be like a singles competitor?
I mean, I want to, well, let's get this straight. I want to do both. I want to wrestle and manage. I want to be a wrestler more than a manager, but I would not mind managing a team. Like how Rollins kind of is right now.
With the AOP?
With the AOP, like when he first started with the AOP, he was like their manager, and he was like he got two big guys there. But yeah, I've always thought about managing or being like in charge or like a part of a faction. I wouldn't mind being part of the faction. One of my dreams is to actually have a faction called the Tribe. You know? The Tribe.
The Tribe.
And then like me be like the guy who talks all the crap, and then just have like two guys, just like two big beast guys, just back it up. So, you never know what can happen. I mean, I don't know where this route's gonna take me, but all I know is that my mind is focused for being in the wrestling business, and it's gonna happen one way or another. I just don't know where I'll end up. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know I'm gonna be in a wrestling company. Not even if it might not even be like a popular one. I just know that as long as I'm on like the indie scene or something like that, I can at least say I wrestled or I was part of the company. So
speaking of saying of your beginning going into a company, I don't want to go too quick, but I also want to talk about the end of your reign. What do you want your legacy to be when you're finished with your wrestling career?
My main thing, and I always try and have motivation because guys like us, we have a little bit of low confidence. But I try to inspire a lot of people, because I'm living proof, man. I've been told I wouldn't even graduate high school. I've been told I wouldn't even get into college, and here I am, a senior in college, ready to graduate this semester, and I've made Dean's List every single semester. I've been in National Honor Societies and all that stuff, and I'm not saying that to brag about anything, but I'm just saying if you put your mind to it, anything is possible. And the thing is I don't think when I started earlier, I was 19. I was a kid. I was trying to get into the wrestling. I don't think I had the right mindset. Now, like 2 years later, I think I've kind of grown up a little bit more and understood where some stuff was coming from and all that stuff. But like, pretty much my legacy, I want people to like never give up, and I just want to inspire people, and I want that feeling of like people saying like, because of you, I did not give up on my dream. That's all I can ask for. If somebody does that and they say that to me, then I know I did my part.
That was a great way to have a legacy, and I respect that. I can appreciate that.
Like a lot of people, they want to go down as being like a 10-time world champion or like a multi-time champion in a wrestling company. Me, I mean, titles are great, but the reaction of the audience and the reaction of like the fans, and even like just a reaction like that would be way more than I could even ask for. So
that's good. You want to be a man of the people. You want to have make sure they have a role model to look up to.
Now I will warn all you, if I am a heel on the indie scene and you walk up to me, I might act in character. It's not who I am, obviously you can tell, but I might just try and keep kayfabe alive, you know, I might try. So you might have to just deal with it, alright?
I really said keep kayfabe alive.
I might have to keep kayfabe alive.
Bro. Alright, that's a great response. Going on to my next question.
What, you don't keep kayfabe alive, Shafiq?
I mean, I do.
So if you were going to be like, I have a question for you.
Okay, go for it, man.
So if you...
Ask me a question.
So you know like Michael Cole with The Miz?
Yes.
So if you were going to be...
How he rides him like a roller coaster.
Yes. So if you were going to be... All right, my phone's ringing, but I don't care. I'm not going to answer. This interview's more important.
Yeah.
Michael Cole, how he was like a big fan of The Miz. Now, if that was to happen, and like say you were the biggest fan of me, that's like how it was storyline, and I was kayfabe a heel, would you be a heel too? If like somebody said, I don't know why you like him so much, I don't know, what would you?
Honestly, for me, I'd rather be a man of the people while I'm commentating, but if I have to go the heel route, I will go the heel route, where if you were to be a heel as a champion, I'd be like, oh my God, look at Nick Thompson, look at the incredible footwork, putting him into a headlock.
Yeah.
He's a 5-time world champion.
I mean...
What do you mean, Byron?
Oh, yeah, Byron Saxton.
Jesus.
But yeah, so I mean, I just wanted to, I know it's like kind of random, but I just want to warn you guys that I am actually a good person, and if I'm a heel in the business, I might actually act like a heel with some people. So, just keeping you guys warned there.
Alright. Going into my next question, good response by the way. My next question will be, how do you manage your life in and out of the ring? Because I'm guessing it must be hard working, being a full-time student, training.
I mean, right now, it's kind of a good and bad thing. Training is once a week, so that works right in my schedule. It's Sunday mornings, and we just practice everything. But Thursday night through Sunday night, I'm working, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday I have school. So it's kind of a busy schedule. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's only like the first full week of school, but I'm trying to figure out a schedule that could work because I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up on wrestling training. Obviously, school is important. Work is important. It's getting me some money to afford wrestling training. So, I don't want to give up on anything. So, I think I'm kind of comfortable where I am now. It's just a matter of time management. And you get used to it after a while. Plus, going to the gym. We go to the gym. So, it kind of, you have to manage your time. But it's getting there.
Seems like you're handling it pretty well since you have a pretty good GPA in college. You made the Dean's List. Yeah. You're balling out. You're balling, man. You out here working, man. I see you. I see the grind.
Thank you. You too.
And if you don't see his grind, you gotta sell to my boy Nick Thompson, OG Double Team.
Yeah, I try and post every Wednesdays on YouTube. So it's been working right now, but I might post a little clip of this or something like that. So preview of what's to come or something.
Facts.
So.
All right. And now here's the next thing. How does your family feel about you going to the wrestling business? Are they against it? Are they for it? Or are they just like, as long as you're living your dream?
All right, so somebody kind of asked me this when I was getting my haircut the other day. One of the barbers who works there, and he asked me like, "Oh, how does your mom feel about personally me? I didn't try to not go to college. I didn't want to go to college. I didn't think I would need it. I didn't really care. My dad didn't go to college, so I was like, I really don't need it. But my parents made me go. You know, I'm grateful for the opportunity, but, you know, I told the barber, I said, it doesn't matter how they feel, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I respected their decision. I went to college for them, so they can respect mine of this. So I find college as a backup for me, but I've learned so many skills that I can use to go towards this. So there's like a positive, negative. But recently, my family, if I'm being honest, they've just been, all right, yeah, how's it going? How's wrestling going? Because they can't really relate, which that kind of sucks. I'm the only person in my family that likes wrestling. But, you know, they're actually okay. They're actually kind of supportive of it. So I'm looking forward to them coming to the event and see me wrestle. So
it's good to know. It's good to know.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna put a little sidebar on this. We're gonna go back to Nick Thompson, the person.
Okay.
What does Nick Thompson, the person, do in his off time when he's not when he's not doing wrestling training, and he's not doing his homework, and he's not working?
Getting haircuts. No, I'm kidding. No,
Getting haircuts. You gotta stay fresh, man. You gotta stay fresh with the cut.
What I do on my free time, I like to play video games. I'm a big WWE 2K20. I play that a lot, but it's not as good as 2K19. I will admit. I am a big fan of the NHL games. I play NHL 20. Halo Reach I play here and there. I will play Lego Star Wars, and I'm going to get the new game when it comes out. But yeah, like I play some video games. I also listen to music, as a lot of people know. Post Malone, one of my favorites, and yeah.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
I like listening to music. I like playing video games. I like hanging out with my friends. And yeah, I just like to try and make time for everything. So it's hard. It's hard because a lot of my friends, they have off Friday nights or Saturday nights, and they're like, yo, let's go do something. And I'm like, I got work. So it sucks, but, you know, you get through it and you make time. So, or you just request off days like I have. So, you know, just kind of happens.
That is true. That is true.
So.
All right. Now we're going to go back to Nick Thompson, the wrestler.
Okay.
And I want to ask you, what is your favorite wrestling match that inspired you to become a wrestler? What was the match that you saw when you were a kid and you were like, man, I want to do this for a career?
Ooh. All right, well, I told you Cena was the reason why I got into the business.
Yeah, but was there like a certain match with Cena that inspired you? Was it like Cena versus Orton, part 70, or was
I think what caught my interest in wrestling had to be Cena versus Sheamus in like that tables match for the WWE title.
Where Sheamus won the title in like four or 5 months?
Yeah, like that whole storyline got me to keep watching. But I think the match that really made me, there's like two matches. It's either CM Punk versus John Cena, Money in the Bank 2011, which that's my favorite match of all time. Or it was The Rock versus Cena. Either one of those two, just the build up. I think more probably the first one, I would have to say, because the build up of that, which it was like Icon versus Icon, 2 different generations. I was like, if this is how people are hyped up about these things, my God. And then I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. And it kind of just hasn't stopped. So.
Well, going back into what you were talking about earlier in the interview, we were talking about in high school, I never really believed in you. What was Nick Thompson the person back in high school? Did you still have the same kind of, how did the kids say nowadays, the swagger, no jack, back in the day? Did you have that same kind of swagger, that same kind of intensity when you were a young teenager trying to become a wrestler, or have you slowly developed more?
I would say I was slowly developed because when I was in high school, I started a YouTube channel, and I was so embarrassed. I started animating with wrestling figures. Like if you go all the way back, that's like the first video, animating with wrestling figures, and I was so embarrassed to tell people.
I'm never gonna.
But yeah, I was so embarrassed to tell people, and I ended up keep going, and I have one of the videos over 100K. So obviously something I did was right.
100K.
I did something right. So, but I was always embarrassed to tell people I had a YouTube channel. Then like senior year, I was like, man, I don't even care what people say. I'm almost out of here. And I was like, I dealt with so much. People used to make fun of me, and I was like, man, I'm done. You guys can call me Thompson Tribe. You guys can call me whatever you want. You guys can make fun of me all you want, but I'm going to get somewhere with this YouTube thing. I'm going to try and get somewhere with this wrestling thing, and nobody's going to stop me. And I just kind of had that mentality going into, like, college and stuff. I'm like, I'm here, but it's not what I want to do. But yeah, so, I mean, like, a lot of people gain more respect for me. Some people have actually tried talking to me. And, yeah, like, well, one kid, like, way back when, it wasn't a kid who made fun of me or anything, but, like, like, we weren't really the best, closest friends and all
but
stuff.
He just knew you.
Yeah, and he commented on one of my YouTube videos. This was, like, when I had, like, 700 subs, maybe 600, and he was like, yo, I remember this kid, he went to my high school, and I'm like, well, now this is where it all starts coming into play. When all these people, and now, like, some of the kids who, like, would talk about me here and there, they talk to me like we're cool, and I'm like, I don't think so, buddy. But I'll respond to them because I'm the better person. But yeah, it's just like, I feel like you always develop once you're like out of high school, like, because now you're not with that big group, so you're not like labeled as something. Where like me, I feel like I wasn't labeled as a popular kid. I wasn't labeled as like a nerd. I was in the middle, and like some of the popular kids liked me, some of them didn't, but nobody really got the chance to know us, like me and my friend group, and I part of me really wishes that they did, because they would have realized that like we're not what they think that we were, and it sucks, but at the same time, it's what made me, like I'm still close with all my friends from high school, at least the one, Slater, talk to him all the time, every single day.
Slater Gator.
Yeah, if he's watching this.
What's up, Slater?
Sub to the channel. But yeah, so I mean, like, I feel like you always develop out of high school, and I'm not even like saying that like like throw shade at anybody or anything. It's just like what I've had since graduating from high school 4 years ago. I've had a lot of things happen, and it's like, whoa, alrighty, now you guys know the OG Double T is here to stay, but it's like, all right. But yeah, so
Well, speaking of the OG Double T Nick Thompson's YouTube channel, which, as we both know, he's the 1.2 thousand subscriber YouTuber. What inspired you to have this channel? Was it what people said about you in high school, or you just thought, hey, I like wrestling, let me post about this real quick?
I think it was like, I liked wrestling, but I think it was like, I like these figures. I saw like, now he's Muscle Man Malcolm. Obviously, there's a little rivalry going on there. But
I heard there's a match coming up soon against you too.
It should be happening sometime soon.
The title.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that title from him, but we're not gonna talk about that. That's a different day.
Okay, that's another day.
But yeah, I mean, I used to watch him. He was 99 Awesome One at the time. He was big inspiration for me to actually start wrestling. I started the wrestling YouTube channel with wrestling figures. Grim, a lot of people know him. He was a big reason why I started. And even like Tommy Toy Reviews, whatever. Remember that guy?
Tommy Toy Review.
And then there's a decent amount, like this guy Harrison. Like a lot of them were just like doing stuff with their wrestling figures. And I thought in my head, I'm like, man, they're doing this and they're getting like hundreds and thousands of views. Why can't I do this? And I started doing it. And then I think my highest viewed video has to be like 400 views. So it was kind of like a botch fest. But I did it for like 3-4 years, and then I was like, let me start showing my face more. And then I started showing my face, and now that's what my channel's about now. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I started, because I felt like that was my only way to express like my liking for wrestling at the time, and my love for wrestling figures. I still collect them, but I don't like do that stuff with them anymore. I just have them. So.
Yeah, but that was the reason why you became somewhat famous in a way.
I mean,
that one video has about 100K views. So
I mean, that was a collection video, and people always, I don't know why, but people like to see other people's wrestling figure collections, and yeah, the comments on there are crazy. Like, oh, I'll buy this from you. I'm like, bro, I said in the beginning they're not for trade or anything, but it's just like now I just still get stuff like, oh, I'll buy all this stuff for $500. I'm like, bro, if you give me $500 for all this stuff, man.
Got you. Say less.
No,
you wouldn't do it.
I don't know. It's part of my childhood. That's the only thing. Like, it's part of me. So I don't think I'll really get rid of them. But yeah, my goal is to have a wrestling figure of myself. Not custom made. I had a face scan custom made on my face on a figure.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was.
It actually came out pretty good, but the thing is like, that's not like official product. Like I want like a official product, like figure toy company or Mattel of a Thompson figure. You know, that's like always been the goal. Like one of the top goals, get a figure of yourself made. I don't even like. I don't know. I feel like that's a big stepping stone in the wrestling business. You get a figure made, you get to be a part of a video game, you get to win a title. It's like, you know, but like, I kind of look at more of like the figure and the audience. I mean, championships, yeah, they're there, but you lose championships.
Facts.
You know, I mean, like, sure, I'd love to be world champion, and I'm not gonna say no, because I'd love to be it, but one day that reign's gonna end. Whereas, like, you get a wrestling figure, that day's never gonna leave you.
Yeah, you have it. It's gonna be
good. So, yeah, I don't know.
All right. And before we end this little interview, I have one big question.
How long was this? 36 minutes? Wow.
That's pretty good.
You thought it was only gonna take 15 minutes. I told you I rambled. You should have just told me to stop.
No. You gave good answers. I loved your answers, but this was gonna take a little bit more longer for you to answer. The last question is coming up soon. No, I'm just.
Oh damn.
Oh no. All jokes aside, what are some goals that you want to set out for yourself for either when you become a wrestler or the journey into becoming a wrestler or whatever you decide to be? Is it I want to graduate, make sure I have a good GPA, and then go into the field? Is it I want to gain some experience, then go into the field? What are some goals you have for yourself?
So some goals. All right, so obviously my goals for this year, I want to graduate college. I want to make my debut for wrestling, which both of them are looking to happen. But then I want to pretty much they're like easy, because like I always feel like the smaller your goals are, easier they are to achieve, and then once you achieve them, you want to achieve more. You want to make more for yourself, because then you're like, damn, this felt really good. I just achieved this. Let's make more.
Yes.
My first one, get on a roster. Easy as that. Or no, get on a roster. Second one, have a match. It's kind of like that. You keep going up. I want to wrestle on TV. You know, I want to be seen on TV. In any way, even if it's just like an indie company who shows stuff on TV. You know, I want to do that. Then I want to be seen on a popular TV show like WWE, Impact, ROH, stuff like that. But I want to win a title in between there. You know, it kind of goes like I want to wrestle former WWE guys, former Impact guys, former ROH guys. I want to do all that stuff. So it's like kind of in between. It kind of like progresses up. But like start off slow, like, you know, like get on a roster, have a match, that kind of stuff. And then like after that happens, then you can start going. You know? So yeah, kind of like that.
All right, well, this will conclude our interview. I hope you guys enjoy it. You'll be ready to, I'm going to do some more later on in the year. Thank you to Mr. OG Double Team, Mr. Nick Thompson. It was a pleasure having you on the channel.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, I like this. Hopefully we'll have another one come back when I'm a little bit more established in the business.
This will be the first time we do this, but it won't be the last time we do this.
Hopefully we're on a bigger stage, too, not just in my basement.
Nah, eventually, I can see us maybe being like in a studio, in a WWE studio, maybe ROH.
I hope.
TNA studio. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
I hope. I hope.
Well, it's the end. Well, it's my boy OG Double T Nick Thompson. Go sub to his channel. Go follow him on Instagram. Follow him on his new professional Twitter and Thompson Tribe.
No, that's my. You messed it up.
Oh my God.
We have to restart this whole interview.
Oh
No, it's Nick Thompson Tribe.
Nick Thompson.
That's my professional one.
Twitter. Yes.
My regular Twitter is Thompson Tribe.
So that would be considered like your.
That's
your
like
Twitter.
That's like
your fake Twitter.
No. It's like my
Personal Twitter.
Dude, I would have deleted that whole entire Twitter if John Cena did not follow me.
Oh my God.
But John Cena follows me, so I kept that Twitter.
Honestly, this man, Nick Thompson, has the greatest tweets on his personal Twitter. This man...
Paul Blart Pop.
I'm
going to make that a t-shirt for everybody.
And also, Tim McGuire. Did they ever fix the damn door?
Yeah, man. I forgot I did that.
Oh my God.
I forgot I said that. Did they ever fix the door?
Jesus Christ.
You'll get your rent when you fix
this damn door.
They never fixed it.
Jesus,
so
man.
we're still waiting. I'm still waiting on the response. Toby, come on, bro.
Jeez, man, we really are best friends. Jesus Christ.
All right.
We're going to call it a day. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.